My name's Ben Cort, and I'm the CEO of Union EAP. I've been inside of the mental health world for a long time and have had a chance to do some cool stuff and work with some remarkable people. As such, sometimes I get fun little titles like subject matter expert and thought leader and innovator and stuff like that. What that means is that I'm always asking myself and the people around me how we can do what we do better. And we've got so much knowledge about these things that we work with. And I'm absolutely convinced that very rarely do we apply that knowledge in all of the ways to help the people who need it the most. So a little bit about my background. I joined this field in 2007 after some time in HR. And I joined it on the nonprofit side of things. My climbing partner and I started a pretty small nonprofit that has since become a rather large one. The idea being we just wanted to help people in recovery from substance abuse figure out other things to do with their time. If it was climbing, fishing, hiking, racing, triathlon, mountain biking, these were all pretty big parts of it. And through that, I started to get introduced to the professional substance abuse treatment world because we built programs inside of a lot of these hospitals and rehabs, and I get to see sort of behind the scenes. And in seeing behind the scenes, man, did that the lessons just started one after another. Why do we treat this way and not this way? Why does this one particular program use this one therapeutic modality way more than all of the others? What do all of these words mean? And I got a chance to get the most fantastic education by working with so many thought leaders inside of this world. And I did that for years and years inside of nonprofits and then inside of a major hospital system here in Colorado where I'm from. And then went on to start consulting in this field. And for me, the consulting really began inside of labor. I have a very special spot in my heart for organized labor. I'm a member of Sheet Metal Local 9 here in Colorado. I've got a son who, as of this recording, is second year apprenticing at Local 270 out in Tulsa for sheet metal. I think it's a really, really important part of what makes America America. And my first contract consulting inside of organized labor was for the NFL Players Association. And from there, went on to consult for NFL as a whole, and then multiple teams, clubs, they call them inside of the league, for NCAA and a couple of other professional leagues and even teams. Professional and collegiate athletics ended up becoming a big part of what I did and learning what made best practices for those athletes. The fun thing about that was a lot of that work was done inside of this hyper masculine environment. Where, I mean, if you can imagine like a professional sports locker room, you're really not encouraged most of the time to talk about your mental health, right? Totally wrong. It is a performance key. It's something that professional athletes and collegiate athletes hold very dearly because they know it makes them better at what they do. And so I've always been excited to bring that to the world that so many of us work inside of, construction or traditionally masculine dominated industries, whatever they are, because we've learned a lot about how to get better at that. So I got a couple of books out there. I've contributed to some medical manuals on best practices inside of treatment, which is really cool because those are harder, or at least they're a lot harder for me to do because I actually have to cite sources, and have written quite a few articles and briefings for our lawmakers in other countries, and consulted for a lot of other countries and for our government as well, and trying to help them understand what it takes to help people who've got substance use disorders and mental health issues get better at them. I was, for a long time leading up to this, just running a treatment program. And stepped away from that to make Union EAP a reality, and am enjoying doing this as much as anything, if not more than anything I've ever done in my career. This is the last thing that I want to do because of how rewarding it is. Because you call at these hardest and most vulnerable times in your life, and we get to be there. We get to walk through them with you. We don't get to fix them for you. We don't get to tell you what to do and do that. We get to walk through them with you. And what happens in the back end of that is just absolutely beautiful. We see relationships form that last forever. We see people who we've worked with go and tell their friends that they need a call, which gives us an opportunity to be there for more people when they need help. I really think that the entirety of my career, everything that I've done inside of it, has led me to this place where I've collected all of this information about what it should look like when somebody reaches out for help. And now I'm at this place with an incredible team around me, with me, is making it a reality. Where people like my partner in all of this, Melissa Burke, and some of the other key contributors here are helping to make this dream a real thing. And that dream is that absolutely nobody has to go through any of these crises alone. We get to be here for you, and we can walk through it with you. And I'm so proud to be a part of this organization. No matter what's going on and when it's going on, we're going to be there to help out. Call us. Call us before the crisis. Call us during the crisis. Call us anytime at all. Just call us to introduce yourself. We are 855-500-1915. And I hope that you put that number on your phone and save it and use it often, that you share it with other folks you know who are covered by our services, because we can't help if you don't call. And so often in the hardest times in our lives, nothing seems more difficult than reaching out and sharing what's going on with somebody and asking for help. Is what we're here for. We can't help if you don't call. And I hope that you call, because you're going to be met with somebody on the other end of the line who understands and who's going to be there for you and help you navigate and figure out whatever it is that's going on. Call us, please.